Yo, what up, man? Came to do work. We coming to do work, man. We coming to do work. We coming to do work. What's up with y'all, man? Like, share, comment, and subscribe, man. Y'all know Vicky Vibe. Salute to everybody around the world. Rock out with us. We finna be building back up. We ain't playing. We coming to do work. We coming to do the work. All right. So with that being said, man, like, share, comment, and subscribe. You know the freaking vibes, man. Hit that notification bell and subscribe to the channel, man. All right, Suicide Squad, keep it 100 and fair. Might be some biases here and there, depending on who, what, when, and where. You know what I'm saying? We ain't perfect. We know you ain't perfect. So, it's going to be some biases out of this world, but we still going to try our best to keep it down the middle. You heard? Okay. We got that. Suicide. Oh, no, bad. What the hell? I'm tripping. I don't know what the hell. I don't know why that shit down there. Oh, okay, there it is. Soul Mirror 29 is the Cash App. All right, PayPal. Suicide Age 29 is the PayPal. All right, Soul Mirror 29 is the Cash App. PayPal is Suicide Age 29. You heard? Okay. All right, so let's put this up there. What is it called? No, we don't want that. I'm tripping. All right, we're gonna get that off. It's called fair use. Okay, we're gonna do the use audio. Fair use audio. That's all we about to. Just the audio, man. Okay, just the audio. You heard? All right, get that off there. Fair. Why is it doing that? Why? I don't know what's going on with this. Use audio. All right, put that on there. Bow. All right, before we get started, let's go ahead and you know how we do. Let's go ahead and do this thing right here. Where is it at? Oh, there it is.
Who the fuck did this?
It's the pros.
People. Ah, yeah, hold on real quick. Hold on real All right, I'm back. Let's get it. All right, y'all. What's popping, man? What's popping? What's popping? What's popping? Virgo in the building. Misunderstood. What's popping? I know you live. What's going on, y'all? So, did anybody watch any of this? What's up, Virgo? Did anybody watch any of this? Did anybody see any of this? Okay, I caught the second one. I caught some of the second one yesterday. I did not see the first one. I did not see the first one, but yesterday I caught some of the second one. Okay, I caught some of the second one, and it was some wild stuff in there. I caught the second one when Tasha K was alive, premiering the second one. I didn't catch the first one, but I caught some of the second one of the Surviving Jaguar. And some of the I don't know, man. I don't know if they're over exaggerating or not, because when you watch it, right, you can tell that they fed up, they don't like her, right? You can tell they fed up with her. So I don't know if there's some biasness in there. You got some question, you got some chat people that was in there yesterday on the Surviving Jaguar Part 2 that I was watching. They was saying some of the stuff that some of the stuff was lies. So I don't know. I don't know nothing about this story like that. I didn't follow it like that to catch people in lies or whatever. But some of the chatters that was inside Tasha K live chat was calling out the family members, calling them liars. I was like, what the hell? How would you know they lying? So I don't know, y'all. But they did they did say that she's suffering. They saying that she made up things about her son being autistic. They said that her son is not autistic. They said that she made that up. I was like, whoa, wait. Why would someone make up that? I don't know. That's what the family is saying, that her son is not autistic. She made that up for a money move. Her and her husband, basically her husband her boyfriend is a bum, and he living off her. They said that Jaguar Wright is took I guess the grandmother's money or something like that, and she didn't do well with it or whatever the heck. Some type of scam thing with the grandmom or something like that. Yeah, they said this woman. They said basically they saying Jaguar is just out of it, man. They saying that lady is out of it. A lot of stuff she's saying is not 100% facts. So they said a lot of stuff about her. For the little time that I've watched, they was not rocking with her at all, man. They was not rocking. So, have any of y'all watched it? Let me know. If not, man, we can go ahead and do the listening party. 1 2 3. We're gonna do it like that. So y'all brace yourself. Let's get to it. Let's go to part 1. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what it is. All right, let's go to part 1. All right. Let's go to part 1 and see what the vibes is. And no, we're gonna get through it. Okay, so see, part 3 just came out. No, part 1. My bad. I think part 3 just came out today, right? I think part D came out today. All right, y'all. Let's get to it, man. All right, sure. Go out. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get it right.
Can I hold on for a second?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
You understand? Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna take that off.
Better understanding of her dilemma. Grab your wine. Did you read?
Oh, my bad, my bad. Damn it, I keep fucking up. Okay, hold on.
In Chicago for 2 of the teams that I built. And with a different week.
All right, here we go.
99. Oh, wow. 1999, I want to say. Okay. And
what up, Kevin?
She later came back that afternoon with the item that she was able to get for her ex-boyfriend. And she said it didn't work out. I said, okay, no problem. So what happened? She caught him.
Can y'all hear? Let me know if y'all can hear good. Let me know if y'all can hear good, man. Let me know if y'all can hear good.
In another situation with a woman at her place. As such, they got into an argument. They broke up, and she asked if I could meet her afterwards on a date. All right, sure, go out. So she gave me the location to the studio, 421 North 7th Street in Philadelphia.
Okay.
And I met her there after work, and she hadn't put out any music or anything like that. She said she just finished a studio recording, and she wanted to go get drinks and shoot a little pool. I said, okay, fine, no problem. At the time, I never played pool before, except maybe once when I was 10 years old over my uncle's house in Virginia. And we shot pool. She beat the death out of me. And that's how we started. I don't like losing in anything that...
All right, cool. She said he's snitching. Hold on. Let me put it on here. Hold on, y'all. She said he's snitching. What up, Dwayne? What's popping, man? She said he's snitching. Why he can't tell his side of the story? Why is that got to be snitching? Why I got to be snitching?
So, I taught myself, alongside a few other people too, but I taught myself how to play. Every day on my lunch break, I would practice so that I can get better, so that I can win. So that's what I did, and joined the team. Eventually, there's a league that's called the APA, and they have handicaps, which is a ranking from 2 being terrible to 7 being somewhat of a pro or amateur pro.
Come on, don't start this bull crap. Hold on, y'all. Don't start this crap, man. His voice is like Dame Dash. Hold on, man. This stupid Wi-Fi tripping. Hold on, y'all. This nigga say his voice like Dame Dash. I'm dead. This dude funny, man. Hold on, let me try it again, man. I don't know why it's doing this, bro. I don't know what the heck going on.
And every man starts off at a 4. So I got beat bad and I dropped to a 2. And through training, through my team and camaraderie and practice every day on my lunch break, I got better. And I got to the point where she could never beat me. And my highest ranking is a 7. Built my own teams between Philadelphia, Chicago, New York, and other places, but won the national championship in Chicago for 2 of the teams that I built, and with a different league called TAP, and finished 33rd in the country in the Masters. So
all that from her beating your ass in pool. On your first, can we say that was like your first date?
That was our first date, yeah.
Okay. How'd you feel?
Okay, so you mean to tell me that this man got pool lessons and became like a pool champion guru? What the hell? All because of JaguarWright whipped his ass in pool. He had to go get pool lessons and he became a pool guru. Damn, okay. All right, so Tasha K, like, okay, man, so is this like y'all first official date? You went on a pool, you got your ass whooped in pool? Hey, man, it might be, man. Dwayne says, hey, not to sidetrack, Pastor, but check out the situation with Aziz from the Outsiders and Eminem. Outsiders was a group of Eminem and Rod Digger King. I don't know nothing about that. What's up with that? I don't know nothing about that. Tasha was holding back hella laughs. Jaguar inspired his pool career. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That man became a pool guru. He said he took lessons and he said, let's go. This man said, what the hell? This man became a pool master after getting whooped by JaguarWright. Yeah, Jaguar expired his pool career. Damn, this is crazy.
Like, what was your first impression of her? Like when you saw her, and then she asked you out. Were you like feeling her?
Well, she was a beautiful woman, in my eyes. Didn't know anything about the singing part, but she seemed like she had a good spirit.
Okay.
And I didn't have a problem with her at all. I thought she was, pretty cool to be around. She was funny, and I thought it was a good first date. And then we had, multiple dates thereafter. I had a place on Broad Street, like South, like Broad and somewhere in South Philly.
Okay.
And she had a place somewhere else, actually still on 4th Street where she lived. My lease was expiring. Her lease was about to expire. And she said, we should get a place together. And I said, okay. A little fast.
Like, how long had you guys known each other? Like,
it was about 3 months in.
Okay.
Excuse me.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's about 3 months in. And she said, we should do it.
What's up, Auntie Gemini? How you doing, baby? Auntie Gemini. Auntie Gemini. Hey, if anybody trying to lose some weight, hit up my Auntie Gemini. She got some tea. Okay, she got some tea. She got this business. Okay, they sell weight loss. They got a weight loss program. They got weight loss type of things going on. Okay, and the formula, they got some weight loss formulas and all of that. Okay, and they got some tea going on. So if you trying to lose weight, hit up my auntie right now. Fine, okay? Hit up my auntie, Gemini Visions Infinity, and she can help you to that journey. And if you want to make some money while you lose weight, you can also start, start like that little business thing. And then you can have your friends who want to lose some weight, your business partners who want to lose some weight, and y'all all can become one big old family and make money together while you losing weight. All right, so if y'all in this channel right now, y'all trying to lose some weight, hit up my auntie Gemini right now, and she can lead you the way. You can also make money. If you don't want to make money doing it, you don't have to. Just get the products and lose the goddamn weight. That's all you got to do. Sue.
All right. So I will say she was the first woman that went out of her way to build a home for the two of us, or for me. So when I say that, I mean like she got a terrible apartment. And when I say terrible, I mean terrible. She physically went out and bought tile from Home Depot, bought carpet with the little bit of money she was making at the time, and laid tile, laid carpet, just so we can have this little apartment together. And I thought that was something that it was a good feature to be able to have that kind of experience from someone, from a woman that I was dealing with.
Whoa, hold on. Did y'all hear that? Hell no. He said it was the first time that a woman took charge and said, we gonna be together in this house. Okay? Yes, Dwayne, terrible apartment is the word he used. Terrible apartment. He said she went to Home Depot and got some tile, laid it on the ground so they can say, oh, hell no. If that ain't love, if that ain't love, huh? She was build the future together, literally. Huh? She was building the future together, literally, huh? She was trying to build that future together. You hear me? She got a terrible apartment and she was going to fix it up. She went to Home Depot and got some tile and laid it on the ground. She build a relationship, literally. Huh? You can't be mad at that, man. I mean, you can. She put a Dr. Umar Johnson on that nigga. She said, we're going to find the nastiest place in the world, and we going to make it work. She pulled the Umar Johnson on his ass. Found the most nastiest place on earth and say, we going to make it work. We going to be together. Hell no, we belong together. No, the hell we don't.
A girlfriend beforehand, who was great, loved her, but never had I had an experience where someone wanted to create a home for the two of us at that point in time in my life. We were both young. So
how old were you?
I was 1999, so I was 23 at the time.
Oh, he was 23. Okay. So my boo-boo, so Jaguar was getting it in early. Okay, 23. Got her a young man at 23. I don't know how old Jaguar is, so I can't say a young man. I don't know how old she was. But got her man at 23 and said, we going to be together. I'm going to handle this, baby. We going to do it. Okay? And he was like, wow, okay. I respect that, taking charge. A woman who takes charge. He said he respects a woman who takes charge. Can we be mad at a woman who taking charge? Virgo said, oh, she not buying it. Virgo said, I ain't buying this, Pastor. Hell no. She bought the More Academy. Well, hey, the More Academy video uploaded right now, Dwayne. That video uploaded right now. The one who bought the gym is uploaded right now, man. That shit uploaded. Well, Jaguar from Philly, isn't she? That's Umar Town. Oh, they was kind of young. Yeah, that's a fact. They was. Of course, it's not. I love those. Let's keep it going. They was young.
Made her 22. So, yeah. So we did that for a while, but then she said, "Oh, you know what? We should get married." I'm like, "Well, it's still kind of soon. We just moved in together." She said, "Yeah, but we're living in sin. You know, my father's a minister. You know, your father's a minister. Your mom's a minister. You know, we shouldn't be living in sin." I said, "All right, Jackie."
Uh-oh. She hit him with the let's get married. What? Did you hear that? She said, we living together. We might as well get married because my daddy's a minister. My mama's a minister. My auntie's a minister. She said, everybody in my family is a minister. And we can't be living in sin. We must be married, baby. Woo! God damn. Damn. Player got to sleep on a hardwood floor and get married, too. God damn. Talk about taking charge. Talk about taking charge. Yes, a premiere is happening. Premiere is happening. Yes, I would do a premiere. Talking about taking charge. She said we must be married because my dad is a minister, my mama, my auntie. We cannot be living in sin. Yo, this shit. What the hell? Wow. At 23 years old, man. She wanted to go to that altar in that white dress. He was an innocent bystander. Look at Virgo. Virgo ain't having it. Virgo, you ain't having this, baby. Come on, Virgo. You think he lying? Virgo like, I don't believe this story. This story fake as hell. Virgo like, this story is so fake. I am so done with this story.
You want to get married, we'll get married. But I want to have a regular wedding. I don't want to have something willy-nilly. Yeah, but, that's going to take too long. We should get married and elope. Like Jackie. I don't want to go through that and elope.
Damn! He said, Jackie Jaguar, if we get married, I want to do a regular wedding. I want to do a wedding. I want to do this. I want to walk down the aisle. She said, hell no. That's going to take too much. Jackie told that nigga a regular wedding takes too long. Bitch, I just want to go get it done. Let's go to the courthouse and get it over with. Damn. Damn, player. She said it would take too long. Yo, I'm dead. I'm done, y'all. I can't do this. I'm done. Somebody take over the show. I'm out of here, y'all. I can't do this no more. I'm out. I'm out of here. Y'all have fun. I'm done. Y'all can have the rest of the show. I'm out of here. I can't believe this. She said it would take too long. By his words, allegedly. Allegedly, she said it take too long. Let's just go to the courthouse.
After 2 weeks of browbeating me about getting married and eloping, I said, fine, I'll do it. Only if my father will agree to be there. If my father will agree to be there, I'll do it. My father said he definitely wanted to be there. My mom did not like her at all. So my father was there. Her girlfriend, Leslie, was there. We eloped to City Hall. And the rest is history as far as the marriage was concerned.
Did your mom come?
My mom did not come because my mom would have made a scene.
Why didn't she like Jackie at the time? Jackie.
You know, my mom saw something in Jackie that I didn't see. And you know, my mom was like, no, this is not the person you need to be with. You know, she had someone else from when I was much younger that she thought that I should be with. But based off of what I had seen at the time from Jackie, I keep calling her Jackie or Jaguar.
No, it's okay. So, yeah, I mean, we made the stance in the beginning. Everyone knows, Jackie Jaguar. So
based off of what I saw in the beginning, I thought, I can make this work. And so, we didn't bring my mom. My father did disclose to my mom, and she was highly upset that we got married. And but she learned to live with it until things started going bad. And some of the things that occurred, I even didn't see, and her family didn't disclose to me that she was a little off. She had some issues and was diagnosed with a little something when she was younger.
Do you know what that is? What that was?
I don't know exactly what it was called. If you talk to her family, they'll tell you what it is. You talk to her sister, her cousins.
Okay.
They'll tell you what it was.
Okay.
I didn't realize that until afterwards. Then the signs came. There were maybe some signs before, but someone once told me red flags look like Six Flags when you're having fun. Okay. So
hello there, honey bee. He said mom used her Young Pharaoh first edition third eye.
was having fun, at a young age. What I did, I was highly successful at. I was #1 globally in terms of what I did. She was up and coming as far as what she was doing. It was a good team, so to speak, at the time. Things started to go bad a little bit later.
How far into? So you guys are married, 3 months in, living together. You have a home. You're in love.
You're married in 9 months.
In 9 months, okay. You're in love, okay.
Yeah, so you're trying to get a timeline down. So
trying to get a timeline down. It's okay. And so 9 months in, how long until it gets bad? Like after
the marriage?
After you got married.
Almost immediately. It's like a trigger went off that it's like, all right, he's locked down now. So let's switch the behavior a little bit.
Yo, my man says he hit her with the Lifetime. He hit her with the Lifetime character. You know how the dudes on Lifetime, they be all charming and happy. As soon as you start dating them, they start turning like fucking animals. He's saying that Jaguarwright waited until they got married, and then hit her with the lifetime switch. What? Hell no, did y'all hear that shit, son? He said, she's found out I was locked down. Now let's switch up the behavior. Yo, god damn, nigga, god damn it. He said she hit him with the lifetime switch. Y'all know about those lifetime dudes? They come in all Prince Charming. I love you, baby. I take care of you, baby. You nobody do you like me. And soon as they say, okay. Then 2 weeks later, don't. Why am I doing this to myself? This shit crazy. Oh man.
What was the first time?
The first time, like, just to flat out cursing at me. If you have a persona for stage, and that's you're Jaguarwright, you're going to curse, you're going to do various things, and that's that's what you're trying to present to your niche of people. That's one thing. How you articulate a conversation with me as your mate, as someone you should be able to respect, as someone you should care about and love, something different. And the story, the whole persona changed after we made the decision to get married. It went almost downhill immediately.
How did it make you feel when you saw like the switch? Like what was going on in your head? Like my mom was right? Or
yeah, that. Definitely that. But when you marry someone for better or for worse, and you try and find ways to work through whatever issues you have.
Okay.
So for me, if I did something wrong, I want to understand the why behind it, because you can't move forward until you understand the why. You can't be able to grow together as a team until you understand the why. So for me, I needed to try and uncover, why, what's the reason for this?
Mm-hmm. What did she say to you? Like, do you remember? Because I know when things like that traumatic happen, they never go away. Like, what were some of the things that she said to you almost immediately? Like, after you got married, you had this, beautiful wedding.
It was, we eloped. Okay. It wasn't a beautiful wedding for me.
Well, I mean,
damn, they got too loud. Hold on. They got too loud. I gotta give me a new okay, here we go. Back.
Molded me to be the man that I am. My father.
What the heck? Hold on. Gotta give me a new speaker, bro. He said he woke up to a honeymoon to a stranger.
Taught me the meaning of work. Had me working at 10 years old, unfortunately. But
you're doing well right now. Yeah, I can tell.
Oh my God, dude! Come on. Oh my God! Hold on, y'all.
Give me his blessing to even go forward and do it. All right. So because he did that, I went through with the experience of marriage with my ex-wife. I'll take these off.
It's okay.
So things did go south shortly thereafter, and you said some of the things that she would say.
Yeah.
She would say, F&B and this and that, and I'm like, where is this coming from? And then I'm not your peer. I'm not your audience, right? I'm someone that made a decision to spend a life with you. So if we can't work through this, and I would, after a while, I would just go out and leave go shoot pool because pool became my passion. And I used that to be able to try and kind of channel away the negativity that was happening at home. So I would shoot pool for hours and then come back, then try and work through it. It got bad when it really started to go downhill after she left to go on the road, which was almost directly after we got married.
Was she with the Roots at this time?
She was.
Okay.
So the Roots had signed her to, I believe it was like a pre-production deal until she can get her own deal through MCA. So she went out on the OK Player Tour, had an opportunity to visit multiple cities and gain exposure through their fan base, through their network, you know, and be able to grow as an artist. So,
how do you feel about her going on the road?
I was fine with that.
You okay with that? So
Yeah.
you fully supported her? And...
I fully supported her career, fully supported her, fully. I was invested because
that's what's up right there. He said he fully supported her. When she went on the road, he was not upset. He was cool with it. He knew, he understood her drive. He understood that she had to do what she had to do to get to the level that she wanted to chase her dream. Hey, I respect that, man. I respect that he actually said, yo, I wasn't upset that she went on the road. She's chasing her dream, and I supported it. Hey, I'm cool with that. I respect that right there.
My wife.
Okay.
So, you know, whatever you need to do to be able to do what it takes to be able to grow your craft, to grow as an artist and as a person, do it. You know, I'm fully supportive. You got to go out on the road, go on the road.
Okay.
You know?
So, I mean, most husbands would see, you know, it's a lot of men and you're my wife. And not that you know, you're insecure, but you know how men are, you know. That didn't like at least cross your mind?
I'm not worried about a man if I'm secure in my own skin. Okay. I'm not worried about what people say about me. I think if people have been paying attention over these last 6 months, I can care less what my ex-wife has to say about me. Yeah. I do care about how what she says impacts the people around me.
Right.
I do care that it impacts my son. I do care that it impacts her mother. I do care that it impacts my family. Okay? But personally, you can say whatever you want to say. If people want to believe you, they believe you. Yeah. Now, they don't pay my bills. They don't. Yeah. They don't take care of.
Right about that.
They don't take care of ensuring the development of my son. They don't take care of ensuring that he gets to the next stage in life and he can be a man that stands on his own 2 feet and take care of a family of his own when it's time. So, social media, I block that out, kind of. Okay. You know, there are times I do have an Instagram account and I do have a Facebook account.
Yeah, they're private, so you can't really access anything. So that's why I said you almost have no presence.
Yeah.
Online.
So, I mean, what I'll do, you know, I mean, if you're a friend of mine, you know, on Instagram, I post pictures when there's a special moment in my life. So if my son just graduated from high school, that's on my Instagram page. If I take her mother out for Thanksgiving dinner, which I did.
So you're still very close with Jaguar's family. You're just not close with Jaguar.
I don't need to be close with her. The only thing that ties us together is our child, our son. Excuse me. I can't.
Okay. So he's still rocking out with Mom Dukes. He's still rocking out with the sister. So he's still cool with everybody else but her. Oh, okay. All right.
Child, our son.
Yes.
Who's a man at 18 years old.
Okay.
So at this stage, it's really about what does her relationship look like with our son. Those are the questions she should be asking, and not how I can be deterring that. Yeah. I have said to her, and I've said to him, that son, you get one mother. No matter how I feel about your mother, that's your mother. And the reality is, you should have a relationship with your mother. And if you feel as though you feel uncomfortable about how your mother will talk about me, then you can terminate the conversation and state that the conversation should be pointed directly with me and what's going on in my life. I don't care for you to talk about dad. And if that makes you feel uncomfortable, then that's what you say. But you should still have some kind of relationship with your mother.
Okay.
I'm not here to deter you, stop you. That's that.
Okay.
I don't have anything negative to say about Jackie.
She did make a video when she kind of got wind. I don't know where she got it from that I was going to be talking to you, because I didn't say anything online at all. So she said that my ex-husband will never talk to you because he will be facing all sorts of charges and incriminating himself, so many that he can't, I can't name, and so he will go to jail if he talks to you.
Sam Odom's thirsty ass just opened you up for everything. I'm coming for my money, Chicago. My time back, but you gonna pay me for my time. And maybe y'all will finally start pressing charges against Samuel Odom. Because if he has this much time to take court documents from Chicago and Philadelphia, which threw all of his cases out. Philadelphia threw all of his cases out, by the way. He lost in Philly and he lost in Jersey big, which is why he doubled down in Chicago. So please get him to perjure himself. Get him to lie, because I have every court document from the past 10 years, including his assault on me and my dead son. See, I'll talk to you, Tasha. I wish he would, but don't you look thirsty, though.
Again, I don't fear Jackie. I don't fear the words she says. I fear the words that she says. I don't fear the voicemails that she leaves. I don't fear the death.
Damn, she wasn't playing. Jackie Jaguar went off. She said, he better not play with me or he gonna get his ass towed up. And he's like, man, I ain't tripping, man. I ain't worried about none of that, man. I feel you, man. It's women out here trying to do me the same way, player. I'm with you on that, man. We ain't tripping, bro.
I don't fear none of that. At this stage in my life, as I've told her, I told her on camera, I'll tell her in front of her face, there's nothing you can do that can impact my life. The comments that she says, people can investigate it, talk about it. Once they're finished their investigations, they usually find her allegations unfounded.
All the time.
All the time.
Yes, all the time.
So the reality is, if she has a certain set of people that choose to believe her allegations, that's their choice. We're all grown adults, right? I'm not here to change anybody's mind. I can care less what you think. I care about my ability to impact my son and ensure that my son is in the proper footing to be able to survive when he's ready to go out on his own and take care of himself and a family. That's all I care about at this stage in my life.
Okay. I'm glad you made that clear. All right. So you're married. You fully support, Jackie, your career is taken off, of course. And, you have Pool. She's on tour, building her career. Talib. Okay. I hope I'm saying his name right. Talib Kweli. Okay. There, I guess, is an affair. How long into her going on tour and you all being married before that happens?
Almost immediately. So she goes on the road. We get married.
Wait a minute. So Jaguarwright and Talib Kweli had a relationship? Oh, hell no. Talib Kweli and Jaguar were in a relationship while she was married to this guy right here? Oh, hell no, man. What? Oh, no. Oh, no. See, I didn't know the the relationship between Jaguar and Talib Kweli, because on her Instagram she goes in on Talib Kweli. I didn't know what was, but now it makes sense. What the hell? She cheated on this man with Talib Kweli? Oh my gosh. Oh my, everything. Hey, Virgo, everything happened immediately, huh? When they got married, how long did it take for her to change up on you? Almost immediately. When she cheated on you, how long did it take place? Almost immediately. Hey, Virgo, you hear this? Everything happened immediately. Everything, man. Oh my God.
April 7th of 2000. The Roots go on the road, I want to say, in August or September for the OK Player Tour. You can look up the dates, I'm sure, as Google.
Okay.
I don't know the dates. So whatever the timeline is between April 7th and the time the Roots go on the road, the very first night you go on the road, I'm calling to check you to see how your show was. I can't get you. So, think nothing of it, go to sleep. Wake up the next morning with a phone call from someone from the Roots camp looking for her because they're ready to leave. Everyone's on the tour bus. She's not on the tour bus. And they don't want to leave her. Have I spoken to her?
Was Talib on the tour bus?
Yes.
Okay.
Everyone was on the tour bus but her. They can't find her. She's not in her room. They don't know where she is. And I said, well, listen, you guys I think you're in Boston. I have no idea where she is. She's not here with me in Philly. So I don't know what to say. I'm sure she'll turn up at some point. Later, I find out that from her, from Jackie, that she, not from anyone else, that she fell asleep. She said in Talib's room, they were smoking weed and they fell asleep. And I said, okay, well, that's what you did. You did. When you tell me something, your word is bond, unless I find one reason for it to be otherwise. Okay. So if I say I'm gonna do something, I do it. I told you I was gonna come here.
Yeah.
I mean what I said.
Yeah.
When I say something, that's just it. So when you tell me something, I expect the same respect.
Right.
And in this particular case, she told me that's what she was doing. That's what she was doing. Later, I find out from her that she tells me that she slept with Talib. And I'm like, what do you mean you slept with Talib?
What? She's on tour telling you this over
She's
the
on
phone?
tour telling me this on the phone, saying I slept with Talib. I said, so why are you telling me this? What did you hope to accomplish by telling me you slept with Talib? And she said, well, I didn't want to be out here living a lie, and I just wanted to let you know this is what I did. I said, okay. So we just got married, and you're telling me you got on you're out on the road and you slept with Talib. I said, this happened the very first night? No, it didn't happen the very first night. I said, well, when did it happen? She told me much later down the line. So, I'm vexed at that point. We hang up the phone. I'm at work, and I tell my boss, I said, listen, I need some time to deal with some things. Can I take a vacation? And he says, well, Sam, we really need you because, you're, basically I'm producing. And I said, listen, so either I quit or I take some time. So you give me a choice. And he said, well, take the time you need. So I took a week's vacation.
Okay.
And didn't tell Jackie. I just went and I paid for out of my pocket a flight to go to a one-way flight.
So after he heard that she allegedly cheated on him, well, I ain't gonna say allegedly. After he heard she cheated on him, he had to take a 2-week vacation from work. He has clearly suffered. He was just innocently just playing pool. Virgo, something is wrong with you. Something is really wrong with you. Something is really wrong with you, man. So he had to take a 2-week vacation because he can't believe he just got married and this woman already cheated on this man. Oh my goodness.
I'll go.
Is this where she was at the time?
That's where they were on their way to.
Oh.
The House of Blues. And so I fly there, I land, I take a cab in to House of Blues. I walk up, I tell the guy that I'm Jaguarwright's husband, I'm here for the show. They didn't ask me any questions. They said, oh yeah, no problem. Come on. My name wasn't on the list. I just popped up. I wanted to have a conversation with Talib, and I wanted to check in with Jackie as well.
Had you guys ever had any conversations, like you and Talib before?
No.
Okay.
So I get there, and I see Tariq. Gave him a pound. So what's up? Didn't see Talib at first. I do see him, and
what up, Moon?
Could I have a conversation with him? And he said, sure, no problem. So I said, I don't want to be around a whole bunch of other people. I'm sure my presence here is alarming as it is, since I didn't notify anybody. Mm-hmm. I said, but you have a second? He said, sure. So we went to the back stairwell area, and I just told him, I said, listen, I'm not here for drama, not here for any beef. I'm here to work on my marriage. And I just need to know, because I just need to know, when did it first happen? And he told me it happened the first night.
So she had lied about it.
Correct. So I was upset at that point.
Damn! Jaguar lied. Jaguar lied to her husband and said it didn't happen the first night. He said, did it happen the first night? She said no. He's saying that Talib Kweli said yes, it happened the first night. Hell no.
But I appreciate your honesty. Thank you very much. I didn't say I was upset at him. I said, I appreciate your honesty. I thank you for it. And he rolled out. I then asked Jackie to pull her aside. And I asked her, I said, so when did it first happen? Oh, it happened when I told you. I said, you effing lied. I mean, I can look at you. You can look me in my eyes. You can't look me in my eyes and tell me it happened then. It happened the first night. No, it didn't. Okay. Look me in my eyes and tell me it didn't happen when you said, just tell me.
And she didn't know that you had already spoke with Talib at the time. Okay.
She didn't know. So, well, she probably knew, because she couldn't find Talib, and everybody at that point was running around, saying, Sam's here, Sam's here, Sam's here, and everyone knew what was going on the road between the two of them, because she was messy, obviously. If you're going to do dirt, you need everyone to be in your business about your dirt. Yeah. So you're messy with it. She's young. She's 22 years old. 22-year-olds make mistakes. But in this case, it wasn't a mistake for her. It was intentional. It was intentional for her to cause drama. It was intentional, maybe not intentional for it to happen on the road, but it was intentional to cause drama.
In the year 2000, the OK Player Tour, she propositioned me. That would be the correct word for sex. And we had a little relationship, even though that she had a husband. This woman was so aggressive with me that if I describe how she treated me in 2020, they'd be like, oh, she sexually harassed you. I never had no beef with Jaguar. I never thought about this shit. It was just some shit that happened to me over a week in my life when I was in my early 20s. And she told her husband, and it came out on the tour. And I thought it was about to be a problem. And he came at me like a G, and he was like, I'm not here for no beef and no problem.
But he knew what time it was.
Oh, he was like, she told me what happened. He was like, we don't gotta like each other. I'm in our marriage. My back foot. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so wait, he knew that his wife had slept with somebody on the tour. But he said, you know what? What's done is done. I'm gonna come out here now and try to save my marriage.
Yes.
Shout out to Talib Kweli and Yada I Mean Godcast. Okay. This is where the audio come from. We're doing fair use audio, but we want shout out with the shout out. So shout out to Tasha K for letting us know. Shout out to Talib Kweli, and the credit goes to Yada I Mean Godcast. Okay. Yada I Mean Godcast. Okay, all right, you know that. Shout out to Lord Jamar. Shout out to Godfrey, and shout out to Rod Digger. Y'all know what's up, man.
Out here with her.
Yes.
We had a whole affair. I was going to leave my husband and deal with him. And then Tina Farris from the Roots got jealous, called my ex-husband, told him that Talib had been in my room all night long and that he needed to come and get his wife.
Shout out to Storm Monroe. Storm Monroe, too. Shout out to Storm Monroe for this one.
Husband took my business card, booked himself a first-class ticket.
Okay.
From Philly to Chicago, came straight to the House of Blues because we were doing an OK Player tour. If you look at my EPK, you'll see the show. It'll say House of Blues Chicago. And the first thing that I say when I open it up is, yo, I had a really fucked up ass day. And usually that means I'm going to have a great night on stage. I really had a fucked up ass day. My ex-husband showed up. Talib came into my dressing room. He's here. He's here. Oh my God, he's here. Oh my God, what is he going to do to me? What is he going to do? I was like, he's a whole fucking bitch. You can punch him in his mouth. Oh my God. Oh my God. Huh?
He was that scared?
Yeah. And I'm like, if you don't fucking just knock that the fuck out and get out of my face, I got to get ready for the show. He want to.
Oh my God. She said Talib Kweli came to her dressing room and said, yo, your husband here was popping, man. What's going on? She's like, he's a whole bitch. Just knock him out. What? Why would she say that about her own husband? What the hell?
With a House of Blues, telling everybody, oh my God, Jack Husband's gonna kill me. My ex-husband running around looking like Daffy Duck and shit, waddling. Where's Talib? Where's Talib? Like, you gonna do anything? I knocked your ass out before I left home. And it was just so disappointing. Divorce, he's gonna use adultery against me. I'm probably gonna have to kick out a little bit of cash, and you ain't man enough to fight. And that was it for me and him. If you can't fight for me, number one, I understand. Well, that's your husband. You wasn't worried about that last night when you was fucking me. Be a man. You want it so bad, go get it.
Was he any good? How was the sex?
Please. His best friend Juju was a lot better.
You cheated on him with Talib Kweli. You came home and told him you cheated on him with Talib Kweli. You wanted to cause drama between him and Talib Kweli. That didn't go down. And so now Sam's frustrated because you continue to cheat.
So I then rode the tour bus with them to Minneapolis, and while we worked on things and talked, Talib rode a different bus, and I then booked myself a one-way flight. She actually paid for a one-way flight for me to fly from Minneapolis back home. She offered to leave the tour and so we can work on the marriage. I said, you're out here for business. I'm not here to disrupt your business. I'm not out here to disrupt what the Roots and Amir and everyone had planned based off your business.
You said this to her at 23 years old?
Yeah.
Wow.
I said, so you finish your business and handle your business. And when you come back, we'll have some things set up for counseling. So I went to her father and told her that we had some things we needed to work on. Told him that we had some things we needed to work on. And asked if he knew of any good marriage counselors. And her father recommended someone that was a friend of his that she knew from growing up. And so we can start marriage counseling. What I found was that I was the only one going to marriage counseling. So it didn't quite work out when you can't have two parties there. I went virtually every week. Now, sometimes she was still on the road. Sometimes she was in different places. She didn't make it, but she could have called in.
Right.
And that didn't happen. So I did the one-on-ones, and then I started to uncover information from the counselor because, again, he had this relationship with her father. What he did mention to me was, her father was in the military. And, you know, he had, you know, I don't know, I want to say experiments, but they had some things that he, you know, they did with him. And as a result, he was a little violent from time to time. Not always, but from time to time. He had a high expectation of Jackie. So, for example, if he gave me a situation where if she came home from school and she was proud that she got all A's but had that one B, he would be upset with her, and told me one time he picked her up and put her into a wall. So there was a small little dent in the wall.
Wow.
So what she does is she looks for men to be able to do the same thing or similar to her in terms of abuse for the man. So for me, I'm not an abusive guy, but she will want that trigger. So she would do things like she would get upset and want to hit me now to be able to have me have a reaction to do that to her. So now I have to keep that in the back of my mind as I'm going through this. How do I live in this kind of a situation? I can't. I'm not used to this. I'm not accustomed to this.
Oh, okay. So my man said Jaguar is basically she has this aggression towards men. You heard Talib Kweli said the same thing. It's primarily because of her father. Her father basically abusing her for having 1B and throwing her against the wall and stuff like that. She basically probably seeking revenge. Maybe she's seeking revenge from what her father did to her. Okay, I can see that. Because Talib Kweli said the same thing because he's saying like she's being overly aggressive, she's doing too much. So you know that it's probably because of what her dad did to her. You probably on this.
Wasn't raised this way to ever hit a woman. I don't need to start now. So
when was the first time she put hands on you?
No, I can't even remember the first time, to be honest with you.
It happened a lot.
She would try. Yeah, she would try me. A lot. She would try a lot of different things. You know, she would try and hit me, and then for me to get out of the situation, like I wouldn't even tell her. I would just try and go to the door and leave. And then she'll block the doorway so that I can't leave. I can give you various scenarios. I would have, if I bought a $1,000 cashmere shirt, I want it, okay? Or a $2,000 cashmere shirt, I want it. And she knew I liked the shirt, loved the shirt. She would take red wine and throw it on it to ruin the shirt. Or other examples would be, there was one situation where she wanted me to come to this party with her. And I'm not trying to always be around parties and stuff. I mean, at that age, I've seen enough of it from her being on the road and that part of her career. So there was a party that she wanted me to come to from 7th and Arch in Philly. I can't remember the name of the club. And I told her, listen, I committed to going to a pool match tonight. My team needs me. I can't go. And the pool match was at 29th and Ridge at a bar called the Rusty Nail. Dangerous area at the time. Don't know how it is now. But someone had just got shot the day before. All right. And I get off work. I wasn't driving at the time, so I took the bus up there, get off, and she calls me again, says, I want you to come home right now. Well, I can't come home right now. I have to wait to shoot pool, and my team's going to give me a ride afterwards. You need to come right now. So I'm like, I'm not going to argue with you anymore. I'm not coming. I'll be there when I get there. So, hang up. I shoot pool last. And based off my handicap at the time, my team needed me to be there. I can explain the whole thing, but it's not really necessary. but I had to be there. So I get home, she's not there. So I try and wait up for her, turn the light on, and sit up in the bed and turn on TV. You know, she gets home, takes the lampshade off because I left the light on, and puts it to my neck to burn my neck. Okay, so now I have a black mark on my neck from the bulb because I left the light on because I fell asleep at night.
He want to run all over the House of Blues, telling everybody, "Oh my God, Jack Hudson's gonna kill me." My ex-husband running around looking like Daffy Duck and shit, wobbling. Where's Talib? Where's Talib? Like you won't do anything. I knocked your ass out before I left home.
Those are some examples. Those are
What up, Sheena?
Example of stuff I had to deal with. For her then to tell me because I didn't come home, she went out and was intimate with someone else. So that's the kind of stuff that I had to deal with.
Now, of course, you guys were married for 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
When did baby number one come?
So right around then, that's when I was done. When that situation occurred, I just told you about.
The light bulb to your neck. Okay.
And after she told me she was intimate with someone else, did what she could to prove that she was with someone else, and I won't go into the details of that. That's when I was done. And I decided I was going to do the divorce right then and there.
So this was like 2 years into your marriage?
This is about a year
okay.
into the marriage.
Okay.
I was ready to be done at that point. And she then told me she was pregnant. So I said, crap, like, you know, I want to divorce you, but I don't believe a child should come up in a broken home. Maybe I need to stay in this to fight my way through it.
Did you ever question the paternity of the baby?
I did not. When I saw my son, he looked enough like me, and I'm like, I don't need to do this. So I didn't question the paternity of my son. I did not ask for a DNA test. He was my son and he was mine. So that was that. I almost left while she was pregnant because I found out there was a possibility that he may have been someone else's as well. And I still decided to stay because I wanted to see for myself if he was mine or not based off of how he looked. And then coming up through the years, if you see him now, he looks like a good mixture of myself and Jackie. So I never questioned it. But I did stay in it as long as I did. I did stay married as long as I did because of my son. Excuse me. We split up in 2008. So we stayed together for 7 years. It was the rockiest 7 years of my life. It was probably the toughest time of my life. But, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
Did she ever act out in front of your kids?
Yeah. So there was Giovanni. I came into Giovanni's life when he was 6. His biological father had never been in the picture. And then there was Deuce. Deuce, his name is Sam as well, but I call him Deuce. So she would act up in front of them as well. Because of her behavior, I never adopted Giovanni. In hindsight, the biggest regret I have is that.
I was gonna say, like,
the biggest regret I have is the fact that I didn't adopt him because I would have had more legal say in regards to his upbringing and what his experiences look like, which would have deterred and altered his death. So had I adopted him, I could have made a difference. And I allowed her treatment of me and the perception of what she does in front of him and in front of my son, our son Deuce, to deter me from adopting him, because I didn't want to go through the same thing I was going through with Deuce with him, and having the choice now to fight for 2 kids in the court system.
Because Giovanni, unfortunately,
passed, yeah.
And, you know, she talks about that a lot online. And I just can't imagine, like, as a mom, I have 2 kids of my own, losing one. And so I empathize with that situation on every level. It will probably cause me to not, you know, act right or live in reality, you know, because you're just trying not to deal with the circumstances at hand.
And I understand her break from reality right now to a degree. Not fully understand it, because I never understand it, but I can empathize also with being that's your firstborn child. You're a mother. You bring this child into the world, and towards the end of his life, you don't even have a relationship with him. You don't wish him happy birthday. You state that the boy is dead to you, and then 3 days later, he's actually dead. You know, how do you move past that? And you have one living child left, and you choose, based off your behaviors, to not have a relationship with him, or he has chosen now to not have a relationship with you. That's got to be hard, and you have to point your behavior at someone. Who's the easiest person and target?
Was she ever violent towards her kids as well?
No.
Okay. That's
not towards the kids.
Okay.
But when it suited her, she would say things that is untrue about the kids. For example, Deuce being autistic. He's not autistic at all. The boy does well. Straight A's, 1B, perfectly fine. Wants to be a video game designer. He's into game art. That's his passion.
Now you have a child.
I have a son. He's 18. He's a man.
Who's raising him now?
Nobody's raising him. He's 18. He's a man. He is being held hostage by a bed.
Like, you know, 18-year-olds, they still need a little support, you know?
Actually, my son is autistic.
Oh.
He needs all kinds of support. He's being held hostage.
By who?
Not getting any. From his grandma.
Sam Odom Jr. I'm nervous about talking to you. You know why? This is the first time. This is the first time I've ever had to interview someone as young as you. Okay, so you're the youngest person I've ever spoken to on my show. And 2, we're interviewing you about your mom.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just have to ask a few questions, okay? So how old are you? How old are you?
I am 18 years old right now.
Okay. Are you being paid to do this interview?
Nope.
Are you being coerced? Is someone forcing you to talk to me? Okay.
Chose to do this on my own free will.
Okay. And yeah, so I have your permission to ask you some questions about the relationship that you have with your mother, who is known as Jaguarwright, but who goes by, her legal name is Jacqueline Wright.
Yeah.
How are you doing today, Sam?
Well, I'm doing perfectly fine as a person who has just wrapped up all of his college finals for this semester. Doing pretty good.
Amazing. How are your grades in school?
Very well. I'm one of the best academic students you could find. And as an example, not only did I get a plaque for academic achievement in my senior year of high school, but I also perform well on the school level and just like being in school, period.
Okay. Well, congratulations. I love to see my Black men out here doing well. Now, I don't want to know where you're going to school because I don't want people like trying to track you down. There's some crazy people out here, believe it or not. Okay. But
Yeah.
what are you studying?
Well, for a major, I want to be a major in game design.
Wow. I was gonna say, you gotta give me the whiz kid like vibes, like you like the computer and the games and stuff.
Oh, believe me, like if you ask anyone else that I know, like if I'm gonna make an opinion about myself, and this is kind of being a bit rough on myself, but roughly I could kind of treat gaming or video games as kind of a second parent to me.
Wow. So you're that like just kind of immersed into the video game world.
Yeah, so much so that I can say that I practically learned more stuff about real life through games than I have in general.
Okay. So you're going to be designing like your own games, or do you want to just work for a company and help them to create games?
I wouldn't mind working for another company, providing them with my ideas. But if I can work by myself, with like a group of people to work on some of the things that we could do, I'd like that.
Okay. You know what's so funny is like when I see your mother online and I see you and your dad, it is like the opposite, like ends of the world. You are just so bright and like extremely intelligent, like, and I'm just, have you seen some of the things that your mom, Jaguar, has said about you online?
I've not caught wind of any of this stuff. I've heard some of the things from my father, but just to fully ensure I know what's going on, can you please inform me?
Okay, so I want to play a video for you real quick, okay? I'm going to play a voice note. Okay? And because I don't want to put any words in her mouth, I want you to hear, and I'm sure you know your mom's voice, of course. How's your relationship with your mom first before I play this recording?
Well, if anything, I guess to be more general, I love my mom. But for me, I love all members of my family equally.
Okay. So you don't like have a favorite or anything like that?
I don't have a favorite. I'm not a person of favorites usually.
Okay. When's the last time you spoke to your mom?
Last time I spoke to my mom was, if I can think off the top of my head, is August 14th of this year, I think.
August 14th. Wow. Like, why so long?
Well, let's say after August the 14th, I felt pretty weird and kind of like uneasy about actually calling her.
Okay. And I want to ask, are there any other kids besides you that your mom have?
Well, my mom's side, there was only my older brother Giovanni, but he died in 2018.
Wow. How'd you take that?
Salute, living life to the fullest. Salute. I thought he was going to say the best 7 years of his life. They should have left her son out of this as he's only 18. Hey, man, he's part of the story.
At the time, it was pretty hurtful. I mean, back then, I would usually like try to act as if everything was fine, so that it's like people don't see. It's like, wait, what's wrong with him? I was like, no, I just wanted to get through as much as possible. But inside, knowing that my older brother had died is kind of hurtful, especially since like he was actually given a bit of a second chance after having to struggle and get money from like the methods of the streets in the past.
Okay. So it sounds like you guys live two completely different lifestyles, although you have the same mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't want to, talk too much about Giovanni, and I'm sure he's watching you, and I'm sure he's very proud of you. Most big brothers would be, when their younger brothers are doing well, So I know I would if, unfortunately that happened, to me. Okay, so I'm gonna play a series of 3 videos, okay? and I'm going to put them to the mic so you can hear them because this is your mom's words. Like I said, I don't want to put words in her mouth. So I want you to hear exactly what your mom has said about you. Okay?
Okay.
2014, when I first left Philadelphia. And the reason why I left Philadelphia was because my son was assaulted by another boy at his school in Northern Liberties. The young man took my son, my autistic son, slammed him against the wall, and then jammed his erect penis into my son's back through his clothes. I told his father, Samuel Odom, about it. And instead, he went to the school and told the school, she's going to sue you. She's going to sue you. So you better not make a record of this. Don't make a record of this.
So is that your mom, Jacqueline Wright, who goes by the name of Jaguar Wright?
That is most certainly her. I recognize her voice clear as day.
Okay. And she was talking about you. She's done a few interviews. She did an interview with me, and she has pretty much labeled you as autistic, and that your father gets a check for you because you're autistic, and you were raped by another boy in middle school. Is this true?
To say in simple terms, no. However, I'd like to at least describe what exactly happened there.
Okay.
So yes, it was in middle school. I was in 6th grade at the time, and in that school, I'm not going to name it by name, even though I recall it perfectly.
Okay.
Let's see. To describe the scenery, and the girls had separate lunches and separate recess periods. Whenever the boys were at lunch, the girls were at recess, and then vice versa. All of us boys from 6th to 8th grade were making our way to the recess, which was held in the new gym, which had been built in 2014.
Okay.
While we were in that hall, a boy that was older than me, most likely in 7th or 8th grade, from what I can tell from that time, he essentially played a bit of a joke on me with what we were doing. For clarification, we both had our clothes on.
Okay.
It wasn't essentially rape. It was more essentially a play of a joke that kind of suggested the motive.
Okay.
Everyone was around him, and when some of the people caught wind of it, they started laughing. I didn't see it as a joke, and for a young person as myself, being 11 or 12 years old at the time and having no sexual education whatsoever or knowing what exactly that conveyed, that felt vile to my body. I didn't feel like myself, and I just kind of collapsed. I don't remember how I felt back then exactly, but I wasn't myself. It felt sick, and it felt violating. So I just kind of had to leave school that day. So even though the actions definitely seemed like it was rape, it wasn't actually rape. It was supposed to be intended to be a joke. Knowing 2014 culture, I'm not sure if gay activity was joked about back then, but it could be possible with some people.
Okay. And so no one raped you, because I was just like, how does someone stick their I could talk, you are an adult, so I can talk to you like an adult. How does someone stick their penis through your clothes? And so
the thing is that's not possible.
Okay.
What they uncovered based off of the students' testimonies that were there, multiple students, there were 12 students that were there. There was also a teacher that was there. Based off their testimony and based off the testimony of the kid that did the issue was in 8th grade. My son was in 6th grade. They were in lunch line. That kid from 8th grade wanted to be further up in the lunch line, so he put my son in a full Nelson and moved him out of line so he could be further up in the lunch line. That is not pulling down my son's pants and prodding him sexually in any way, shape, or form. That kid was a problem kid. That kid had been...
Wow, did y'all hear that? So Mrs. Jaguar Wright made this shit up. It didn't happen like that. The son telling you, the dad is telling you. Why would she go around making this up? I don't know, man. I don't know.
Multiple times before, not multiple times, but a time before that, that kid ended up getting expelled for doing something egregious in terms of a fight with another student. And that, coupled with what happened to my son and the allegations that she said, caused that kid to be expelled. Doing that is not my son being sexually assaulted. That never happened. DHS, the school, and there's a letter from the principal stating that didn't occur, that her allegations were indeed unfounded.
Okay. Because, I mean, she's kind of painted this picture that he's kind of helpless and he's autistic. Are you autistic?
I am most certainly not autistic, and personally, I find that very insulting.
Why do you find it insulting?
Because throughout the majority of my life, I have been perfectly healthy. I only had pneumonia when I was at a very young age, when I was still a baby, but ever since then, I've been perfectly fine. The only other quote unquote disease that I've probably gotten was the common cold, and that's because I have a bit of a lower tolerance of the cold. I get sick of it easier.
Do you know what autism is?
Well, I did hear of it as of recently in my public speaking class, so I have an idea of what it is.
Okay. Hold on, because I don't want the Autism Foundation to go off on me. So let me just I'm going to read the definition just so we're clear on what autism is, because I don't want to explain it as something that it's not, okay? So it's a serious developmental disorder that impairs the ability to communicate and interact. Autism spectrum disorders impacts the nervous system.
Yep, that's definitely what I had. The idea that I had in my head about autism.
Okay. So I just kind of wanted you, because I know you had compared it to the flu, and you're still growing. You're a young adult, and so I don't expect you to know everything. But I did want you to speak on your mental health, because she claims that your dad is somehow getting a check because you're autistic. She said it in an interview with me that he was autistic, and that you and your mom was keeping him from her, and he can't make the decision on his own, and you get a
shout out to Tasha K. 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 This is wild, right? This is she made this stuff up. The son is cool. I don't understand this, man. I don't know why. Only she can explain why. Only she can explain why. I don't know why, man. But shout out to Tasha K for this right here, man. Shout out to the whole family for coming out and sharing their part of the story. This is crazy, man.
For his autism.
I don't need money. I mean, everyone needs money, but I don't need money for my son. I know how to make money, put it that way. And I do well enough for myself and for my family to be able to take care of my family. My son wants for nothing. God has blessed us to the point where he doesn't have to want for a thing when he's with me.
I did want you to speak on your mental health, because she claims that you're.
Okay, someone in the comments said the same thing as you, living life to the fullest. Someone said he does sound like he's autistic. I don't know what an autistic person sounds like, so I don't know. Surprise Jagnees, her son does sound like he's on autistic spectrum. I don't know what does an autistic person sound like, because somebody in the comments said the same thing. I don't know how that sounds.
Somehow getting a check because you're autistic, and you don't want to live with her because I guess your grandmother on your who's your dad's mom and your dad are pretty much kidnapping you from her. And I'm like, how does someone kidnap a grown man from a grown woman? Because you are in college. Are you being kidnapped by your father and by your father's mother?
Absolutely not. Every single time I've either every single time I went with my father, it was of my own choice. I actually made the choice to go there. He didn't kidnap me.
Do you have a relationship with your mom's mom?
Yes, my grandma from my mom's side, or as I call her, Mama.
Okay.
Well, once again, I like every member of my family. I really do like my grandma.
Okay. How is she? Because your mom has stated several times that your grandmother, who is her mom, is schizophrenic.
Nope. In fact, the last time I saw my grandma, my mom's mom, was this Thanksgiving that has passed. And
okay, she said he does sound autistic. When you know someone on a spectrum, you know when you hear it. Okay, Ginger, no doubt. I don't know. So shout out to Ginger. Ginger says that glad he has his dad. Yeah, I don't know what an autistic person sounds like, so I have no idea, y'all. So somebody in the chat says it. The live chat said it. You guys said it. I don't know what an autistic person sound like. So if you guys are right, then you guys are right. I have no idea.
Perfectly fine.
Okay, so you haven't heard of like any sort of like mental illness that she's had, or her?
Nope, haven't heard of it since.
Okay.
Well, not since, but haven't heard of it ever.
What do you think about some of the things that your mom is saying about you and about your family and about your dad? Like, how does that make you feel?
It does not make me feel well at all. In fact, it feels almost weird, but it kind of angers me because this isn't the mom that I know. It's like the way how she was back when I was younger, and looking at her now, it's almost seemed like her entire personality, demeanor has changed completely.
After we had split up, she was dating a guy named Justin. Supposedly they were going to get married. Didn't work out. She met a new guy at an airport named Steadroy. After one date or whatever, one time meeting him, she decides to take my son out of school and tell me we were both moving to Florida. After I get a private detective, I uncover they moved to Louisiana, and she had left my son with Steadroy for a month by himself after meeting the guy one time.
Oh my.
Now, Steadroy highly agitated the fact that he just met this woman and had been with this woman now hardly any time. Like, hey, you got to come get your kid. Hey, you need to come back here. She comes back. He puts them both out in the street. She's now forced to live off of someone else. My son's sleeping either on a couch or on a floor. And I petitioned the courts to have the custody agreement modified.
Damn, so she was with somebody else named Steadroy. She leave the son there, whatever she doing. The dude told her, come back, get your damn son and get out. And now the son and Jaguar has to sleep on the floor of somebody else's couch. Man, this is wild right here.
I can now take my son. I pushed for full custody, but they didn't want to tear a child away from a mother. And the courts agreed to give me primary custody. And I was at that point in my life moving from Philadelphia to Chicago. And she had no place to go but back home to Philadelphia where her mom had moved. So it made sense for her not to even fight. And she agreed to, she had no choice, but she agreed to the primary custody for me in Chicago. And she had my son during the summer months.
Okay.
So that's how that transpired.
Okay. For the whole world to hear, Jackie makes the truth an explosive lie. I knew at the age of 7 that sis was a liar.
I just knew that she was not the one.
Look at that HD.
I'm getting done with all I need.
Look at you on HD.
Everything that she said, true or false?
what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
This woman just put her hands on me. Please, 911, come here. She's crazy. She's a schizophrenic. Yes, please come.
All right, this is part one, man. All right, this is part one. Part two we'll do tomorrow. This is part one, man. Wilding out here.
Police, please call the police. Because harassment is a real charge. And what you're doing right now to me is harassment. You done lied and said that I did something that I didn't do. I am a paying customer, and your entire staff is inept. Yes, please, police. Please hurry up and come. Oh my God, she got a gun. Please come. Hurry up. I don't feel safe. Please, she got a gun. Yes, please. Please come right now. She's trying to set me up. She's trying to set me up. No, I'm not yelling for no reason. You've been harassing me. You've been harassing me.
All right, that's it, man. That's crazy because that lady did not even have a gun, man. That lady didn't have no gun in her hand. And she's saying the lady got a gun and she ain't even got no gun. That's crazy. Shout out to Tasha K, man. Shout out to the whole family. Shout out to Guy Cass for, that footage. Shout out to, Stone Moreau for some footage. Shout out to everybody. This is only part one. We'll do part two tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? This is kind of... Y'all let me know what y'all think about that part one, man. We do part two tomorrow, man. We gonna do part two tomorrow. Y'all let me know what the hell. Yeah, that lady didn't even have a gun. That lady didn't have a gun. She did not have a gun in her hand, man. She did not have a gun in her hand. I'm watching the footage. She did not have a gun in her hand. That's crazy, man. Like she's like a black Karen, bro. She's like a black Karen. She was acting like a black Karen, just saying stuff that wasn't even true. Like what the? I don't know, y'all. We don't know her upbringing. Something happened when she upbringing or something. I don't know. Maybe because with her dad or something. I have no idea, y'all. But y'all let me. Yeah. What y'all think about part one before we get out of here? What y'all think about part one? We gonna do part two tomorrow. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe, man. Hit the notification bell. Throw your boy a little $2, $3 in the Cash App or the PayPal. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know, man. What y'all think about part one before we get up out of here, man? That's kind of crazy right there. Coming right back with a Dr. Umar video upload for like for a little bit. Then we out of here for the night. We working, baby. We bringing it back. We ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tasha K once again, though, man, for doing this and bringing us some information that the people needed to know. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Karens are the worst. James, man. It was interesting. Okay, it was interesting. Karen's yes, Virgo. I worked at autistic school for a few years ago. It's all part of the syndrome. Yeah, I don't know what autistic person's kids sound like, so I can't. I'm not even qualified to even say that he does sound autistic or not. To me, he sounds just like a. He sounds like a This sounds like a young adult to me, man. I don't know. He just sounds like a young adult to me, man. I got here too late. All right, yeah. So part two, man. Y'all be ready. Part two tomorrow, going down tomorrow, man. Part two, yeah. It was definitely part one. Definitely was interesting. I'm pretty sure part two is going to get even more juicier. And there's 3 parts to this. So, man, we're gonna be doing our thing, man. I will watch after. I'm interested. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, James Madden. That's for sure. Yeah, we go. We gonna stop it and do our commentary throughout. You know what I'm saying? We're not just gonna let it play all the way through. We let it play for a while, then we stop it and do our commentary. All right. So yeah, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Tomorrow is part 2. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like the video, share the video, leave your comments below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If you got a little change, hit the Cash App right there, or the PayPal, or the Super Chat. All right. So Dr. Umar video coming up like in 5 minutes, or 10 minutes, and then I'll see y'all tomorrow, man. Appreciate it. I'm gone. Suey, we out of here.